Hello valuables, welcome back to my channel. Thank you so much for joining me on today's episode. And if today is your first time of coming across my channel, I want to say thank you so much and I value you. Welcome to Value Center. So yes, on today's episode, it is another Germany cultural shock, but this is a high school cultural shock. So I'm a student here and I want to share one or two things that I have learned that I see that this is actually not balancing well, as a student, as a high school student here in Germany. If you've not subscribed, please subscribe, like, share, and be part of this because you'll be getting more of this. So yes, the number one cultural shock for me is that the students call their teachers by their name. Yes, where I'm coming from, it is not right for you to call your teacher by his name. Maybe if his name is Paul, you not call him Paul. It doesn't balance well. It's not just normal. But over here, when the first time we went to school and the teacher introduced himself, then people were actually calling him just by his like that. I couldn't bring myself to doing that. So what I will do is, if I want to call him or call her, I'll just say her, like Mr. or Mrs. And it was awkward. I found it difficult to call my teacher by his or her name because that's not how I was raised. Like in Nigeria or in Africa, where we went to school, I went to school in Cotonou, you have to call your teacher sir. You understand? I just like it. It brings that respect, Mr. Uncle, But over here, it is just another thing. It was a shock for me because for me, even up to now, I don't find myself doing that. The next cultural shock is students actually smoke in school. You heard me good. Students smoke in school, and it's not that they smoke and they hide it. They smoke and people see them. Teachers know that they smoke. Teachers know that they smoke. Unlike in Africa, you won't see a student, boldly going outside to just go and smoke. I've never seen it until I came to this country, and I'm like, what is this? And they are not ashamed. When I say ashamed, I don't know. They're not bothered about it at all. They just go and they smoke. You even see not just only the male, even the ladies also. You will see the ladies going out smoking. I'm like, what is this world turning into? And they do it joyfully. So this will lead me to another cultural shock. I found that they can easily ask you to take cigarettes. I've actually had this encounter where someone was smoking and the person brought out cigarettes and said, take, Mary, take. And I'm like, it's rockenish. I don't smoke. So he said, okay. So if it's you smoke and then you are a smoking partner, they would offer you cigarettes free of charge. They will give you pull stand and then you pull smoke together. So I found this out and I'm like, this is not actually just good. So in school, it is not abnormal. In school, in high school, it is normal. You see students smoking anyhow. Now, the next cultural shock is that in school, we have multiple breaks. Yes, we have different, we have multiple breaks. So a teacher will come in, and the teacher is going out, there is a short break, before another teacher comes in. We have breaks interval, unlike maybe in Africa, you just know that this is break, so this is just a long break, this is the time that you have to eat. But during this short break, you can bring out whatever you have, your snacks, and you can eat them. And I like that about it. Maybe the break might just be maybe 10 minutes, 5 minutes, just for you to get yourself in order before another teacher comes into the class. The next cultural shock is that whenever you have a teacher, unlike in Africa, whenever you have, for example, a subject, we'll go to call the teacher. Over here, you don't go to call any teacher. The teacher comes in by himself or by herself because he or she knows that, he's having this class, he's having so class, maybe he's having literature or, history or whatever. They will all just come in and then stay over, teach you and all of that. And another thing is that we actually stay in the class. You don't actually shift class. For example, if you're when we're having literature, I will not say because we're having literature, then I'm going to the other class. My class is my fixed class. The class where I am is my fixed class, and our teacher, they actually rotate, they change. This person comes in, the other person goes out, this person does this, and the other person does that. So this is actually something that it's So over here, there's nothing like I am a teacher, you are a student. Like, you as a teacher, do your job and let me as a student do my job by sitting down, listening, learning, and flowing with you. And I actually like it in a way because everyone over here is valued. Whether you are a child, whether you are a man or a woman, a youth, you have your place. Like, you are valued. They respect human. Another cultural shock is that I found out that in this school, the teachers don't flog children. I know it has been removed, it has been abolished, even in Africa, you know, yeah. So it was actually something else that I found out that even in school, teachers don't even try to flog a child. Like, who are you to lay your hands on the child? Because children over here in this country, they are not just children, but they are government children. So whenever you try it on anybody's child, the government will come for you. So the teachers, they value their job so much, and they actually give out their best. Even when you are misbehaving, they don't come over to flog you. The other thing that they can just do is to do what is to ask you to stay outside, okay? Is to ask you to stay outside. And another cultural shock, you know, although I've talked about it from the beginning, but let me just throw some light on it, is that during break, for example, the teacher is in the class and just time has elapsed and it is just left with maybe a minute. You see people actually, those that go to smoke, they're actually preparing their cigarettes and all of that in front of the teacher. Like, this is not them say in front of the teacher. And I'll be like, in the class, these people safe, like they are blocked to the hot, like they just want that break. And sometimes if the teacher actually stays more than his time, maybe 1 or 2 minutes, you see people standing up and going out. Like, for me, it is rude in a way. Yes, for me, it is rude in a way. For me, it's not balanced. Like, I didn't like that part of, you know, student, that's where they think that if it's break time, the teacher shouldn't actually force me into sitting down, you know, and listening to whatever he has to say. I will stand up, I will go out. You know, you see someone standing up boldly and say, it's much to that, like, I want to go and smoke, like, this is my time. So for me, I don't like that part, okay? Yes, although I like the fact that children over here are respected, are honored, are valued, but at the same time, I would say that most people, they actually take advantage of it and they misbehave. So that is what I don't like. We're going to see a part 2 of this, and if you enjoy this, please you consider subscribing and make this home your home, because I'll be bringing more of German cultural shock, a whole lot of things. And as a student, I have actually gathered a lot of experience. By the grace of God, I will also come to share those experiences, the things that I've learned, you know, all my years in this country. I've been in this country for like 4 years. This month, yeah, February, this is actually my 4 years. So 4 years and some days, you know. So yes, I think I've gathered a lot of information because I've actually gone to school here. I've schooled, because over here, you know, I've actually gone through different stages, and I've gathered some information, I humbly say, and I would love to share those informations with other students that would actually want to learn 1 or 2, because there are some people out there that want to come to Germany, they want to school, they actually want to know how the school system is. I will actually be bringing all of this information because I am into it, and I have actually gathered some information, and I would want to, you know, give out this information. You know, since I have this platform, I would joyfully want to do it. And if you would want to get all the informations, you know, about a student, about school in Germany, about German at large, every information you need, you please stick around, don't go anywhere. So you like, subscribe, and turn on your post notification icon so you'll be notified each time I bring up such great, amazing content. So I thank you all so much for staying with me, and I want to say, remember, you are the head and not the tail. Till I come your way next time, I remain your humble host, Mary Jesse.